Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, February 26th, 2023, and here is your reading for the week. So I'm going to be doing a tarot reading today, and I've been thinking this week a lot about something that came to me while meditating a couple weeks ago. And at the time that it came to me, I wasn't totally locked into the message that I received. It wasn't until a few days later after I got it that it started to sink in. And the message that I got is this: question everything that you're seeing in the media right now. Everything. Everything that we're seeing right now is a construct. You know, there might be bits and pieces of truth mixed into the construct, but predominantly, the whole point in everything that we're seeing right now on the news and in media is a construct designed to divide us, to keep us afraid, and to keep us angry at each other. Okay? It's to keep us divided. And that division, that division is what is causing our country to fail. It's not the Republicans or the Democrats. It's not white people or black people. It's not the rich or the poor. It is, there's an evil. And evil isn't even the right word. There's a darkness. Let's just say that. There's a darkness that has fallen down upon the people in power. And it's a very small group of people who is controlling everything and trying desperately to get richer and more powerful through our fear and our division. Okay? Like for example, the example that Spirit gave me, and this is it took me, like I said, it took me a few days to digest this because I was just like, what am I seeing? What does this mean? And then came to me. When the media is coming at us with things that are very scary, okay? Whether it be natural disasters or chemical spills, you know, whether it's natural disaster or a man-made disaster or financial disaster, any kind of disaster, anything that could affect all of us that they put in the news to scare us, okay? The very first thing that happens the day after that story breaks, or even sometimes the same day, is our stock market plunges, okay? The average investor in America isn't like the elitist group of rich people who invest. You know, they're not quite as savvy. They're a little bit more prone to having an emotional reaction when they see something like that. So they see something scary and they go, okay, that's it. I'm selling everything. Okay. And they go out and they sell all their stocks. They sell them a lot of times for less than what they paid for them, just to get out and be able to save some of their investment. We saw that happen with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, people got freaked out and everybody sold all their Bitcoin, and now Bitcoin dumped and people lost billions of dollars. And well, the stock market plays out the exact same way. You know, something scary happens in the world and the stock market plunges. But then what is happening in the background? What is happening behind that? You have the super uber powerful rich people who go in and buy the stock that was just sold for pennies on the dollar, triple their wealth, sell it, and go, okay, time for the next scary thing. And the next scary thing happens. And this happens over and over and over and over again. And they're getting richer and richer and richer and more and more powerful. And we are getting more and more divided and scared and angry and hateful towards one another. We have to unite. We have to understand that this is a construct designed to divide us. And we have to unite. We have to turn away from that. We have to fight the urge to hate each other and love each other. Find love. We're human beings. What are the top 3 things that are important to you in this world? I bet no matter who you are, you're going to have essentially the same thing, right? Family and friends, making a decent income, living in a safe place, having our children go to safe schools. There isn't anybody in this country who doesn't want that. We are all so much more the same than we are different. We really, really are. Okay, so we need to start talking to one another instead of letting the media talk to us. So, what is a way that we can find unity in this country? That is the question today for my tarot reading. So let's switch over to the other camera and let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, so today I am going to be using, Tarot Stash. Gerald from Tarot Stash was talking to Katie Moonchild the other week about how this Robin Wood tarot deck was one of his favorite or first decks. I can't remember what he said, if it was a favorite or first, but I have that. And look at this book. I've had this deck for many, many years. I bet I got it. It was either in the late 90s, early 2000s. So this was one of my very first tarot decks. And I love this deck. It's kind of a go back to it deck. Whenever I'm having problems connecting to spirit, this is the deck that I grabbed. I'm not having any problems connecting to spirit right now. I'd like to share this deck with you guys. I think it's a beautiful deck, and it has been very helpful for me over the years in learning tarot and connecting with spirit. So I'm going to shuffle these cards, and as I do, I'm going to ask the angels to protect us. I'm going to ask the spirits of the land and my home to surround us, and I'm going to ask the ancestors to give us wisdom. What do we need to know today, Spirit? Please help us out. How can we unify as a country? We need to unify. We need to get back to being one country, not a bunch of divided, angry, scared people who can't get anything done. It's time for us to take back this country. So we need to talk to one another. We need to be able to do that. How can we do that, Spirit? So first, let's look at our past influence here. For the past influence, I have the Three of Wands in the Medicine position. For the present circumstance, I have the Chariot in the Medicine position. For unexpected issues, I have the Four of Swords. In the best course of action position, I have the Nine of Swords. And for the outcome, I have the Nine of Cups in the Medicine position. So let's take a look at this here. Okay, so the Three of Wands in the Medicine position. Let me just get this up here so that you guys can see it. So when I see this in the Medicine position, I often think of having a lot of anticipation about the future, anticipation about, honestly, about commerce or the economy, just having a lot of worry and fear about that. It's like I can't, when it's upright, you're looking to the horizon and you see the ships coming in. You know what I'm saying? In the reverse position, it's like there's a fog there. Like you can't see what the future holds. You don't know. There's a genuine uncertainty in the future, especially when it comes to the economy. Okay, so for the present circumstance, we have the Chariot, and it's in the Medicine position. Here, let me get it in frame here. There we go. And when I see the Chariot, I feel like progress is halted. And right now, in the medicine position, I do feel like our progress is halted because we're focusing so hard and heavily right now on things that are, like I said, a construct. We're so wrapped up in our fear, our anticipation, our hatred for one another, that our progress is stopped. We can't go forward. We can't go back. We can't do anything. We are stuck. We are stuck. It's like if the Chariot was like traveling down a road and came to a muddy path, crossed the muddy path, and got stuck in the mud. Okay? And there's all these people passing by. And the Chariot driver wants to ask the people for help, but doesn't know how to because he's afraid of the people because he doesn't know them. He can't speak the language, so he avoids it altogether. There's been rumors about there being robbers along this road, so he's just like, I don't want to talk to these guys. That's kind of this feeling that I'm getting, right? We're not willing to talk to one another because we've been saying that we hate each other for so long that nobody wants to make that first move and just reach out, take a leap of faith and say, hey, how can we make this better? What can we do? So for the unexpected issues, we have the Four of Swords, and this is in the upright position. So when I look at the Four of Swords, I think about grief. I think about not being able to get past a particular circumstance. I think about solitude. I think about recovery. I think about solitude, recovery, healing. The unexpected issue here, I think, is as we're reaching out and we're talking to one another, regardless of whatever our political persuasion is, our whatever divides us, regardless of whatever it is that divides us, we are finding that more and more people are talking about wanting to unite, wanting to fix the problem, but just don't know how to get there. They just don't know how to get there. And you see how that, on this card, this is like a tomb, right? Like a sarcophagus or whatever you call it, that the bodies get put into. Is that the right word? Sarcophagus? I don't know. That word isn't coming to my head right now. But anyways, when you see that, you think of grief. You think of like a long-lasting grief, because this is like a grave made of stone, right? A visible grave made of stone. It was meant to represent this person and what they were in life for eternity. That's why they make it in stone, right? So it's like, I can't get past this. We can't get past this. Generations can't get past this. And that has us stuck in place. It has us stuck. So for the best course of action, I've got the Nine of Swords. Let me hold that up here. There we go. Nine of Swords. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this. So one of the things that I feel with the Nine of Swords is a need to reset, to like hit the reset button, to just start over, end the cycle, end the nightmare, and hit the reset button. So I feel like what the cards are saying is we need to at this point in time just cut our losses, swallow our pride, and go to one another and just say, how can we make this better? Let's find a way. Let's find our common ground so that we can end this division and turn off all of this mental anguish and nightmaric hate. Let's hit the reset. And then for the outcome, I have the 9 of Cups reversed. Bring this up here. Whoop. Making a mess here. 9 of Cups reversed. Or medicine position, I should say. So I feel like this is not the card I was hoping for. I'm going to be honest with you guys when I see this, because when I see this, I feel like there's like this smugness, this stubbornness, greed, So it could be that maybe right now isn't the best time to try to do this, where we haven't gotten to the place that we need to be at in order to sit down and have conversations with people that are going to actually be productive. But I don't think that should stop us from trying. I don't think that should stop us from trying to get, to talk with others and find common ground and do something that could benefit all of our country. I feel like we should still try to do that. And it may be that our work will lay the groundwork for what is to come in the future. It might be the crowbar that pries open the door so that we can actually do this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that we should not do it, but I don't think that we can expect to have miraculous results right now. This is going to take time, and we've got to be patient as we do this. Okay. So let's pull a Prison card as well, just to kind of see where our energy is at. I like to pull a Prison card, and then I kind of focus on that for the week as I do my weekly readings for you guys. So let's get this shuffled in here. One more. Okay, Spirit, what is the energy that we need to work on this week? I've got sweetness. So last week I got love, and this week I got sweetness. Aw. You know what I think? Because this is so much our love center, right? I think that this week we will focus in on the heart chakra. And for the heart chakra, I like to use rose quartz. So let me grab a rose quartz here. And I'm going to put that on my petal plate. And that is going to be the focus of my energy this week, is going to be on the heart chakra and for the sweetness of love. So anyways, let's go back to the other camera real quick here. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me today and coming for this reading. And I'll be back during the week for more readings each day. And I love you guys. And let's all be kind to one another. Let's reach out to one another. Let's have good, productive conversations. Let's be open and listening to what people have to say, not just thinking about what we're going to say next. Actually hear people. I feel like if we took the time to hear people, we'd find out that we've got so much more in common than what we think. So I love you guys. Keep shining the light. Keep dancing under the moonlight. Keep holding your lantern. I love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.